Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Karma. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in. Last Thursday, deputies assisted Fenton police after officers spotted a stolen car heading south on US 23 and initiated a pursuit near Clyde Road. The suspect exited onto M59, avoided spike strips, sideswiped a stopped vehicle, then ran a stop sign on Hughes Road and struck a Chevrolet Silverado, overturning it against a guardrail.
See if I can try to shoot a pin.
They're approaching Golf Club, initiating a pin at 1645.
Alright, PI, we got a rollover.
Let me see your hands.
Both vehicles were disabled. The suspect, Jeremy Nelson, was arrested without incident. The Silverado's driver was hospitalized as a precaution, with no serious injuries reported.
Just you in the car? Is this you? Alright. He's good.
Still
He's
the driver's
good.
seat?
Yep, still driver's seat. Alright, break it up.
Los Angeles police responded quickly to the scene of a knife attack near Adams Avenue, raising the emergency to code 3 after officers requested immediate assistance.
St. James, opportunity to Adams St. James, 415. Air 15 is over.
En route, a patrol car was involved in a crash at the intersection of Adams and Gramercy. The civilian driver sustained serious injuries but is expected to survive. Officers were treated and released.
Partner, he needs help.
Racine, Wisconsin. Attorney William Sultan of Gingras, Thompson & Walk's lawyers, has filed a federal lawsuit against Racine County and Deputy Edward Druitz, alleging excessive force used against DeAndre McCollum during an August 2018 encounter. The deputy's canine knocked him down, and when McCollum allegedly refused commands, he was tased. Authorities reported finding over 88 grams of marijuana, cash, and packaging materials inside his vehicle. The lawsuit now challenges the force used during McCollum's arrest. On June 19, 2022, at about 9:21 p.m., an officer patrolling Moreland Avenue spotted a white Chevrolet Impala with no Georgia license plate. The vehicle turned onto Custer Avenue, prompting the officer to activate lights and sirens to initiate a traffic stop. The driver, later identified as Willie Lee Postel, whose license was suspended, ignored commands and sped away recklessly. As the pursuit reached Boulder Crest Avenue, Postel ran a red light, forcing officers to employ the PIT. The Impala spun counterclockwise, continuing south, where CPL Godown executed a second PIT that disabled the car. Postel fled on foot, ignoring repeated commands. Troopers displayed their service weapons and ordered compliance, but he resisted, refusing to get down or place his hands behind his back. During an inventory of the vehicle, officers found an open vodka bottle, a Budweiser beer, and a 12-gauge TriStar shotgun in the trunk. A records check revealed Postel's felony history in Fulton County dating back to 2001. After receiving medical clearance at Atlanta Medical Center, he was booked into the Fulton County Jail without further incident.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Thurston County, Washington. On January 25, 2024, deputies spotted a stolen SUV that ran a red light in Tumwater. The driver briefly stopped, then fled, racing down I-5 at nearly 100 miles per hour.
Just go for it if you can. Work south on takedowns. Yeah. Let me grapple him.
I'll find grapple. We're 5-3's calling in. We're just south of Midtown on Cade.
Deputies attempted a PIT and later deployed a grappler, but the suspect continued swerving and escaping until a final PIT disabled the vehicle near Maytown Road.
Silver Lake, just playing the grapple. 50-foot bails, let the dog go.
I made my grapple, bro.
Grapple at 1642. Hit. Officer bit.
Marcus, show me your fucking hands. You're gonna get bit.
After stopping, the driver drank vodka while ignoring commands and was arrested with help from K9 Asher. A repeat offender, he now faces DUI, eluding, and license violations again.
Good boy, Asher. Watch that guy, Asher. Yeah, watch that guy.
They were also doing 1075.
Thornton, Colorado. Early July 16, 2025, a stolen Ram pickup triggered a pursuit after Thornton police requested help from Colorado State Patrol.
Robert Lincoln, John, what was left?
He's running from me southbound I-25 from 84th.
Copy is also on the highway, section I-25 from 84th. Will you confirm that plate you cut out? I got Boy Robert Lincoln.
Troopers deployed a grappler on I-25, stopping both vehicles against a median. The suspect ran on foot but was swiftly detained. CSP says the grappler, used about 120 times statewide, is a safer option to PIT maneuvers. Though this deployment caused a crash, officials say it lowers risk. Southbound to 25 lanes reopened by 5:20 a.m.
I copy. The vehicle crashed or you crashed?
He's driving a Chrysler Town & Country, a white van. It's looking like it's got a lot of stuff, including
Manteca, California. On April 30th, 2025, officers responded to reports of a violent disturbance at the In-N-Out Burger on Yosemite Avenue. Callers stated that a white van had rammed a vehicle in the drive-thru, attempting to force it out of line.
I believe it's a Vernon Davis, San Francisco 49ers jersey, all red. He just took our drive-thru sign.
Okay. He just took off and he hit the drive-thru sign. He's dragging it.
The driver, later identified as 69-year-old Charles McGonigal II, escalated matters further by ramming a responding patrol car twice. One officer discharged his firearm at the van before calling for urgent backup.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
And then he just hit the police officer. He hit his car directly.
Stay on the phone, sir.
925, shots fired. Shots fired.
10-4, shots fired, 944.
He's mobile. He's mobile. You need to pin him in. Get one of these vehicles over there.
Okay, I'm gonna pin him in if he comes.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Crossfire, crossfire, crossfire!
Unsure whether he had been hit by gunfire, officers prioritized dialogue and safety, while nearby businesses were evacuated. A detective then arrived, extending negotiations for another 15 minutes, but McGonigal remained combative. The situation reached its breaking point when McGonigal once again used his van as a weapon, slamming into a second patrol car. At that moment, 4 officers opened fire, striking him inside the vehicle. Once the threat was neutralized, officers provided medical aid before McGonigal was transported to a trauma center, where he was later pronounced deceased. Mesa, Arizona. On June 10th, 2023, AZDPS and Street Racing Task Force officers responded to intersection takeovers across the valley. In Mesa, a driver struck a pedestrian and fled. With help from partner agencies, troopers used a grappler to stop the car. 2 17-year-old males were detained, cited for street racing, and the vehicle was impounded. On March 11th, 2023, around 3:17 a.m., troopers observed a Dodge Charger and a Tesla Model 3 racing westbound on I-20 near Moreland Avenue at speeds exceeding 140 miles per hour. The Dodge was clocked at 167 miles per hour as it exited onto Capitol Avenue, while the Tesla swerved dangerously back onto the interstate, refusing to stop. Troopers activated emergency equipment and initiated a pursuit as the Tesla sped onto the I-75/I-85 connector southbound, weaving recklessly and nearly causing multiple crashes. As traffic briefly cleared, a Pythie maneuver was executed near the University Avenue exit, causing the Tesla to spin, strike the patrol car, and then crash into a concrete median. The vehicle was disabled in the center lanes, and officers drew their weapons while ordering the occupants out. The driver, identified as Joseph Smith, was taken into custody along with the passengers, who were searched and secured without further incident. Smith displayed signs of alcohol impairment, including the strong odor of alcohol. He consented to a blood test under Georgia's implied consent law and was transported to Grady Hospital for evaluation due to possible spinal injuries. Warrants were obtained and entered into GCIC/NCIC. Later that day, Smith was released from the hospital into police custody.
Out, quicker, let's go! On the ground! On the ground! On the ground! Come on, on the ground! On the ground!
Pasadena, California. On August 15, 2020, Pasadena police officers conducted a traffic stop near Raymond Avenue and Grandview Street for a vehicle code violation.
My front license plate. Do you have a license, registration, insurance?
I got the license plate right here.
Oh, it's supposed to be on the front, man. What happened?
It fell off when I bought the car.
Yeah, it happens.
I just bought the car right now.
The driver cooperated with officers and admitted to driving on a suspended license. However, his passenger, 32-year-old Anthony McLean, suddenly fled the scene on foot.
Right, you have a suspended license? So we step out of the car, we talk on the sidewalk, all right? Let's walk with my partner over
Get
there.
my mask.
I'll come back and grab it for you, all right? Appreciate the concern.
As McLean ran, body cam and dash cam video released by the Pasadena Police Department showed him reaching into his waistband and pulling out a handgun. Officers gave chase, and during the pursuit, one officer discharged his weapon. McLean was struck in the back as he attempted to escape.
Stop right now!
Drop! 3822, shots fired, code 3 back, my partner's in pursuit.
Officers immediately provided medical aid, and McLean was transported to the hospital. Despite efforts to save his life, he later died from his injuries. Police confirmed that a firearm was recovered at the scene. The incident, captured on video, has sparked significant public attention and raised questions about use of force during traffic stops.
Hold on. Where's the guy? Okay, put your hands behind your back. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you, okay? Come on.
For the first time, a Fort Worth officer recounts surviving a late-night I-30 collision, as dashcam video reveals the impact that sent him airborne after a suspected DUI driver struck his patrol car during a traffic stop. Bath Township, Michigan. Around noon on October 6, 2025, police pursued a man suspected of being armed and tied to a domestic violence case after he refused to stop on I-96.
We're going to be going tonight. He's going wrong way. Clear, he's going wrong way.
Dashcam footage showed the silver SUV weaving across lanes, slowing to taunt officers, gesturing from the window, and even crossing the median to drive briefly into oncoming traffic.
Eastbound. Clear, eastbound left lane. Going the wrong way, getting off the car. Clear, going Hollywood. Pit.
After deputies used precision maneuvers to spin out the SUV near an entrance ramp, the driver exited and continued gesturing before being tased and taken into custody without further resistance.
Hands up! Get on the ground! 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 You got him? Sit down! Get on the ground!
The pursuit began in Erie County when a trooper attempted to stop Andrickson for speeding on Interstate 80. Suspecting impairment, the trooper tried to arrest him, but Andrickson resisted and took off, crashing through a turnpike gate and continuing onto Interstate 75.
475 class. 475 class.
Last mile, 449.
The chase escalated as Andrickson's vehicle struck several cars, endangering others on the road, before troopers deployed stop sticks, eventually disabling his car near the I-75 and I-475 interchange.
31.
We're 31.
After the crash, Andrickson ran across I-475 with a trooper in pursuit. Both tumbled down a hill between the highway lanes before officers apprehended him. One trooper was hospitalized with injuries sustained during the foot chase. Andrickson now faces multiple charges, including failure to comply, resisting arrest, and risking harm to others, with bond set at $25,000. He is scheduled to appear in court on December 15th.
Hey, do you have room in your side?
On August 18th, 2023, during a routine patrol, Trooper Matt Sanford spotted a vehicle traveling over 80 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone. When he attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to comply and sped off, initiating a high-speed pursuit. Despite this, the suspect continued driving recklessly, showing no regard for public safety. In an attempt to escape, the driver veered off the road and into a cornfield, hoping to lose police in the tall crops.
Harrison, he just brake checked me. I run into the rear of him. We're passing Sonic and moving 77.
However, Trooper Sanford anticipated the suspect's move and maneuvered to intercept from another direction. The pursuit came to an end when Sanford executed a strategic front-end block, forcing the suspect's vehicle to a complete stop.
He's turned back towards Texas.
The driver, who sustained injuries, was transported to the hospital for treatment and was later taken into custody. The suspect now faces multiple serious charges related to fleeing law enforcement and endangering public safety. Flagler County, Florida. Just before midnight on January 4th, 2025, Deputy Christopher Murphy encountered 38-year-old Michael McDermott along Pine Lakes Parkway.
What's up, man? Stop. Stop right there.
McDermott appeared to cooperate briefly before suddenly fleeing on a bicycle through a nearby neighborhood.
He's fleeing.
During the pursuit, McDermott pulled a handgun from his pants, prompting the deputy to strike him with the patrol vehicle to stop the threat. The firearm was recovered, and McDermott was taken into custody on multiple felony charges after sustaining minor injuries.
I didn't even pick my backpack up. Hey, what the fuck, dude?
And left into Julie's Tacos, it looks like. You can see me Braggarville units.
Kinney County, Texas. On April 7th, 2023, near 9 a.m., a Texas DPS trooper assigned to Operation Lone Star attempted to stop a gray Toyota sedan on US Highway 90 for a traffic offense. The driver refused to stop, triggering a short pursuit.
Right on spring, cut it back towards 90, cut it back towards Del Rio.
Hey, they both have to get off and start trucking. Towards Brackerville. I repeat, heading back towards Brackerville.
75 miles an hour. You have spice of life. We're getting close to 693. Stay on the shoulder.
Stay in the front.
Come into the city of Brackerville, past the places.
The pursuit ended when the suspect tried to force through a gate, causing the car to stall. Both the driver and a passenger ran on foot but were quickly caught.
Get on the ground! On the ground! On the ground! Stop!
A search uncovered 6 undocumented migrants, 2 concealed in the trunk, along with 2 handguns. The suspects now face federal smuggling charges.
Body, no one outstanding. See you next around.
On April 15th, 2025, at about 1:30 p.m., Georgia State Patrol Crime Suppression Unit (CSU) officers were alerted that homicide suspect Antonio Watson was traveling in a 2010 gray Nissan Altima GA tag SJD 6502 near Memorial Drive and Candler Road, DeKalb County. The Paitee maneuver caused the vehicle to rotate and skid into a stationary car, bringing it to a stop. Troopers pinned the vehicle, and both occupants complied with commands and were taken into custody at gunpoint. During the arrest, the vehicle rolled backward, striking the bystander vehicle again before being secured.
There it is. I went home 10-3. 10-3, land 10-3. Do you want us to shut down service?
This is not this is not all angle. Follow, man. You got a clear?
Watson was confirmed as the homicide suspect, and passenger Byron Thomas had outstanding warrants for obstruction and fleeing. DeKalb County homicide detectives were contacted, instructing troopers not to disturb the vehicle, which was later impounded. Crash investigations were conducted for both the PIT maneuver and the rollback during the arrest.
5843 radio. 72 at West P Street and 10.
On Friday, October 28, 2022, the Wosa Police Department arrested 6 individuals following a retail theft and high-speed pursuit. The suspects had stolen screwdrivers and gloves from a Home Depot store and were involved in an armed carjacking. After attempting to steal another vehicle, they fled, triggering a high-speed chase with the police. The pursuit came to an end after officers used a tire deflation device to slow the vehicle, causing it to crash. Thankfully, the crash was minor and no one was injured during the incident.
Caution, it was used in a carjacking in Brown Deer.
All right, we lost a tire here at Hampton. 45 miles an hour. All right, they just got pinned in by another truck. Bail, bail, bail.
The suspects were taken into custody, marking the successful conclusion of a dangerous and fast-moving situation.
How many in custody?
120, I'll be out at 9 when I have you.
106, I have incident, man.
On December 26, 2021, a routine patrol in Escambia County, Florida took a dangerous turn when a black Jeep Grand Cherokee sped past a highway patrol officer. Behind the wheel was 18-year-old Charles Davis, who decided to flee instead of stopping. The chase began immediately, with Davis driving recklessly through neighborhoods, ignoring stop signs, and even swerving into the wrong lane.
Having difficulty hearing you over the background noise. Please
Try things like turning left on a speed down and closing on the other. Please try again.
Despite his efforts, Davis couldn't shake the pursuing officer. He narrowly avoided a pit maneuver and was faced with a split-second decision: crash into another officer or veer off-road. Realizing he wouldn't outrun the police a second time, he finally came to a stop. The pursuit ended safely, but not without serious consequences. Police later discovered Davis had an active warrant in Alachua County for fleeing law enforcement. A search of his vehicle uncovered narcotics and several $1,000s in cash. As a result, he was charged with reckless driving, fleeing, and possession of narcotics with intent to sell.